Hey, this is Jackie Hale with Equine Sports Council here again with Shane Darnell, my business partner, Rebecca Cooper of Ledyard Farm in New York, and Bob Funky Funkhauser is our special guest today of Saddle Horse Report. Hey, Bob, how are you doing?
Hey, good to see you, Jackie. Glad to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
This is the time of year we generally spend a whole lot of time together talking about conventions and writing speeches. And I used to do all the videos, so I miss spending that time with you. But I'm glad that we could connect virtually. So all the conventions are going to be virtual this year. Are you involved with those?
Actually, not really much this year. And for the first time in maybe 20 years, I had a Christmas vacation. I wasn't writing speeches.
Isn't that awesome? That's great.
Not all bad. It was not all bad. I will participate, but I'm not in on that level this year.
All right, me either, and it's been kind of nice. So tell us what's going on at Saddle Horse Report right now.
Well, we wrapped up the whatever this last year was, and have started the new year. Tomorrow we go to press our first issue of the year, which is our Stallions and Horse Show Planning meeting. The Horse Show Planning booklet is a huge part of it to kick off, and great news to report there. We have not had one horse show from February to November that says they're canceled or on hold yet. So far, everybody is a green light, and we're extremely happy with that. We usually print a booklet for that, but with something we're doing a little this year, I think it'll be a great tool for everybody, is we're going to do an online booklet like everything else is gone, to where we can update. So if people have hired their judges, or a date does happen to get canceled or moved, we're going to be able to do that. And everybody's going to have it available, not just our Saddle Horse Report subscribers, but it'll be available online and at Facebook. So again, I think a good service we're doing for the industry, to get all those shows out there and try to help get those shows promoted, and let the exhibitors and trainers know what is out there and what's happening, and when it'll be.
That's awesome. I know Leanne contacted me a week or two ago about our ad and our dates and everything. And last year, of course, was different, and we didn't print. Well, I did print a spring prize list that I threw in the trash can, and had to reboot and reschedule and relocate. And so in the fall, I didn't print a price list because it just made sense not to, and I could keep things up to date. And as things were changing, if we learned anything about 2020, it was that we needed to be prepared for change. So I think the digital version is great, and I think everybody's used to that now, and it makes more sense.
Yeah, and Leanne does a great job, and like you say, just so many changes that just makes sense now. That printed booklet might be old 2 days after it comes out. So yes, we're really looking forward to that. And then we have coming up after that our High Point Report issue. And then again, UPHA is not doing their awards this year, so we think this takes it on even a little more significance. And that'll be in the Morgan division and the Saddlebreds and Hackneys. This will honor the horses and ponies that have showed all last year and did well, so we're looking forward to that. And then we have coming up in March our Morgan People's Choice. That's our actually favorite issue of the year for Horse World, and the Morgan community really embraces that issue and honors those horses and folks that really succeeded in the previous year.
When's the deadline for Morgan's to?
I don't have that right in front of me, Shane, but I'd say you're middle of February. We still got a good month on that.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll Diana Davison will start be contacting folks with that, and we'll have a good month to go to get that in.
Rebecca, did you vote for me?
I right now I was just making myself a note to remember.
Yeah, definitely vote for Shane. I'd say he'll be right in the running up there with his accomplishments from last year.
Absolutely.
So Bob, I hear you may show up in person at New York Stallion Service Auction at New York.
On my calendar this year, Shane, I'm looking forward. Our publisher Christy Walmack and I, we were planning for this year, and we really want to get out to some different places and events and barns, and not just the horse shows. I think we want to spread our charm a little bit of everywhere, and it's a much more relaxed atmosphere when you can go to an event like that and meet with people when they're not competing with one another.
Right.
So and obviously we're support with that. We're donating a page to the auction, And we really, the breeding industry, we have got to make a go. It's in all three of the breeds that we cover. It's so important because obviously if we don't, these trainers, exhibitors aren't going to have these horses. I started on my year in review book, and each year with the different associations, I do statistics, and we got some great news in from AMHA. In fact, for the first times, AMHA had the highest number of registrations since 2009 and the highest number of transfers since 2014.
Yeah, it's crazy. When we were interviewing Susan Murray,
Right.
with the Dragon's Mate Sea Dragon and the Optimist, between those two studs, she's bred 40 mares in the last year.
It is crazy. It's even last year, I know in March and April when all these shows were being canceled, I was on the phone with a lot of folks, and the theme that kept coming through was their breedings were as high as they've ever been or higher. They were really enthusiastic, and that goes for both breeds, the Morgans and the Saddlebreds. And then I think, again, we've seen it with the registrations and transfers. Sales were healthy. You know, like I say, we did it. We pulled off the horse shows successfully. People are enthused about the future. And I think the breeding numbers are going to show it.
Absolutely. We appreciate your support of the auction so much. And those of us that haven't met you are looking forward to meet you in person, and your donation to our silent auction. Does the Saddle Horse Report feature a stallion issue?
We do. We have the one that just came out is the World's Champion Sire Rating, but in February we do one with what we call our Breeders' Report. And again, that features the Morgan sires who sired the horses that were winning all year, from the one-day horse shows to Oklahoma, and obviously different points based on the level of the horse show. But I think that's really a true indicator. And it also, that Breeders' Report breaks it down by division. So that'll show you this particular stallion is siring park horses, or this sire is siring champions in all divisions. Or if you're looking for more of a Western or a hunter horse, okay, this horse has had a lot of success in that area.
Oh, that's great. Glad to
Yeah.
hear you guys are doing that. It's almost like the racehorse industry does. They publish those stats in the
Right, right. I mean, it just, breeding is such a crapshoot anyway. The more education, the more knowledge you can give people, it increases your odds. And I think that's what we're all looking for, because it's not for the faint of heart, and it certainly is costly. But nothing more rewarding. I know Jackie's raised horses. Shane, you all there, Taylor River, you see these foals come out every year. Rebecca, it's just nothing more rewarding than seeing something that you give life to, and then they go on to have a job and bring a lot of joy to people down the road. I know at Report, again, we're big backers of the breeding industry, and try to do everything we can do to help those breeders to be successful.
Well, Bob, you guys don't ever slow down at Saddle Horse Report, do you?
No, that's the thing about it, especially being a weekly. I love it because I'm kind of high geared anyway, and I'm not doing three things at once. I feel like I'm a slacker. So you love doing good things for good people, and with all the craziness in the world today and the bickering and fighting, I don't know any more inclusive group of people than the horse industry.
I agree with you.
It's just so incredible. We're so competitive, but at the same time, if there's anybody in trouble, we're right there for you. So again, having a publication and a voice like this to be able to help so many people and promote those people and the horses, it's not like work. It's a lot of hours, but I don't know that I can say I've worked a day of my life. I love that.
Can definitely hear your passion for it, the way that you talk about the magazine and the industry, and so refreshing.
Yeah, it is. I was born into this. That's all I've ever wanted to do. I was going to be on the training side, and then I found the journalism and the publication side, and said, wow, this might be something for me. And then I still get to have my own horses at home and fulfill that role. So it's just it's a win-win.
How long you been with Saddle Horse Report now?
What's that, Shane?
How long you been with Saddle Horse Report now?
Oh, wow. We don't really want to go there. I started in 1983. I graduated on Sunday and I went to work there on Monday, and I've been there ever since.
Wow.
In May of 1983. So whatever that math is, it's a long time.
Thank you, Bob, so much for being here. And I'm going to be sure that Shane can queue up Lady Marmalade for us at the auction, and we're going to have the first dance.
Yes, we are. I'm looking
All
forward
right.
to that.
All right. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
All right. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.